Thank you. Hi, afternoon. Hey, Allie, what's up? How are you guys doing this grand afternoon? It's afternoon, right? Hi. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok because again, tis the season to be jolly. It's almost the holidays. It's almost Thanksgiving, and I know a lot of Jamaicans or foreign culture, they kind of don't know what Thanksgiving is all about. But nonetheless, they celebrate the holiday after 6 p.m. Yes, girl. After 6 p.m. Yes, I'm here. I know that will catch some of you guys because you're like, what? Girl, what are you doing here? I know that would catch some of you. But I'll be here probably like an hour and a half thereabout, just trying to answer some questions as best as possible for persons. Again, I'm not an attorney and I do not give legal advice. However, I help persons to put their paperwork together as best as possible. Miss Noreen is like, yes, bestie, I saw the link that you sent to me also. So over here on TikTok, you'll have to, not TikTok, but on YouTube, you'll probably have to go live a couple of times for persons to actually see you live, but that's okay. That is quite fine. All right, did my interview 2 weeks ago and still nothing. Well, Brumi, as I said, that's a common offense. So you just gonna have to sit and wait and see how it turns out for you. I've had persons who have did their interview and they're still in the waiting game. So it's not to say nothing is going to happen for you. It's just probably somebody has not even gone back on your case and even look at it. They might have not looked back on the case as yet. So I know a lot of persons that are in that position where yes, give it to God. Let God, because what else? Like if you weren't here when we were talking about the case that my client went to interview 3 different times. I mean, I guess they didn't count the first interview, but because she went by herself because her husband went into the military after the fact. But nonetheless, she went 3 different times. She went to that service center 3 different times. So don't lose hope that you did your interview and you're not hearing anything from USCIS. Out of the blue, one day you might just go to your mailbox and see a green card. Hi, TikTok. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Annika. I'm a doc preparer and I'm based in Missouri and I work virtually. And I'm a trained doc preparer that helps persons to fill their paperwork out and send into USCIS as best as possible. All right. Hi to everybody that's joining on YouTube. I appreciate you guys for being here. And we will be going live a lot more on YouTube. I'm a content baby, besties. As you come in, share the live. And if you do have your questions, again, I don't give legal advice, but based on my experience and doing person's case for almost 5 years now, I think I can answer some of your questions, but again, it's not legal advice. All right. So for all those who are here and they did their interview, just hold on, just wait. It's just one of those things. You can't rush the process when it comes to USCIS and them vetting your case because again, remember the first part of the year they did say to you they're gonna do extra vetting. Hey, Bless, good afternoon, blessed woman. How are you? Happy to see you guys here. So go ahead, ask your immigration questions and along the lines of family-based petition, because um that is what I actually specialize in. Because I like to say have a specialized area that you do. My specialized is the family-based petition. KGP, I'm late? No, I'm just testing different times when I come live. I'm testing different lives. Good afternoon to you too. I appreciate it. Persons who are on YouTube, go ahead. If you want to like the live, go ahead and also share it to somebody that might have questions and they just don't know what to do and where to go. All right. For persons who are signing up for citizenship, I beg of you, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. If you don't know what your situation is like, I'm asking you guys to either reach out to an attorney so that they can vet your background, so that they can see what's happening before you sign up for citizenship. All right? Because there's a lot that persons take for granted as green card holders and not realizing that when you sign up for citizenship, these things are going to come back and haunt you. Question for Kimberly. Kimberly is like, hello, how do we obtain your services? Filing for my spouse. So Kimberly, the number is on the screen, or you could tap the head right there on TikTok and it will take you to our business page. And that's how you'll reach out to us. You can book a consult if you want to. You can reach out to the number. You'll get an automated message as to what is it that you need to do, and somebody will respond to you. Okay? So that's how you'll reach out to us. Go to our website or you take the number that's on the screen. And also for persons who are venturing into, you're welcome, Kimberly. For persons who are venturing into, what are the things that I need to put my marriage-based petition together, or in terms of you're filing for another family member. Say for instance, somebody says extremely beautiful without even trying. Oh, thank you so much. You got this. You will be famous one day, Lord Jesus. Thank you so much, YouTube. It's not about, for me, it's not about the fame. It's about helping persons and helping them genuinely. All right. So for persons who are trying to put evidences together for their family-based petition, meaning you're filing for your mom, you're filing for your dad, you're filing for your spouse, out of country or inside of country, just make sure that you have all of your things together. Make sure that you have all your evidences together. Can some persons get certain types of evidences? Maybe not, but it depends on what the intention is when you got married. Your intention is always to, grow together as partners, right? So what are the evidences that you're going to present to USCIS? LPR filed I-130 May 2023, spouse outside the state, went for actively reviewing to be processed. So you're saying it went from actively reviewing to being processed. Honestly, those two terms for me is basically the same thing, but it not really. So in general, the term simply means actively reviewing. Somebody is on your case. They might be on your case. Processing, it's them literally. Guys, if I'm on the live, please don't call. I can return a call to you. Please believe me, save the number. We'll definitely reach out back to you, all right? Actively processing is them probably just getting the packet and either scanning it in, either taking payments. So nothing is being done at that time other than them trying to scan in your documents, them trying to sort it, them trying to make sure that it's going to the right place, things like that. Yeah, that's what that is. Queen Camilla says, can you help me? I mean, I could literally do a case assessment for you to see what's going on your case, because we've helped persons in situations like yours. If I can't help you, I'm telling you that I can't help you. If it's a waiting game for you, seeing that it's outside of the country, and that's from 2023. I had a client where she reached out to us in 2024, and her situation is that she filed from 2022. She didn't know what was going on with her case. She didn't know what was going on with the case. until she saw me one day on a live and she said, you know what, let me reach out to this person. And she reached out to me and I said to her, okay, let's do a case assessment. Let's do a case dive for you to see what's going on with your case. And to be honest, she filed the case, didn't even realize she told USCIS that she wasn't married, like on the file. She stated that she wasn't married. Like the same day she married is the same day that she divorced. Yeah, so there was a lot of things that was wrong with the application to begin with, the I-130 and the I-130A. So what we did was to we redid those for her and upload it, and then we gather evidences because there was no evidence on the case, and a lot of persons take it for granted that, all right, they're using the service of somebody, they are going to do it the right way, but sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes people just actively just taking your money and that's it. Let's see here. Thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. And if you guys don't know, we do have a YouTube channel, so you guys can go over there and follow us too. Question for Emmanuel. After my interview, it says we're currently reviewing your case and it's more than 3 months now. Emmanuel, I still have clients that they're saying the same thing. So it's a waiting game. It's patience. It is patience. And I have persons reaching out to me today, actually asking and saying to me, hey, Annika, that the one case that I was talking about, that she got 3 different interviews, they're like, she was rescheduled 2 or 3 different times, like within the same year. And they're like, we've yet to have somebody go look at our case after our interview. And I'm just like, everybody's case is not the same. Hey, Della Creme, how are you there? Everybody's case is not the same. And you have to give them a little bit of grace. Within this era that we're in, it's a trying era, it's very trying, it's very telling, and patience is always going to be the key to your case. Kerry says, does refiling I-130 for spouse out of country takes the same time? So when you're saying refiling, like was the case denied? What happened? It's the same. The I-130 processing time is anywhere from 1 year to a year and a half. Guys, and if you do want to come up in the box, you can request the box and I will definitely take you up. I like to tell persons to filter what they have to say. If they don't want people to know their business, then just book a consult with us. I'll do a rundown of the services that we offer. It's anything that has to do with the family-based petition inside or outside of the country, right? Filling out documents, because again, it's not everybody have money. And I try to make my services affordable for persons. So if they are just reaching out for a doc review, then yes. Guys, I have the sneeze. I don't think I sneezed, but I sneezed in my mind. This person is asking, it's 90 days after my biometrics and I still haven't gotten my EDA. Please believe that it is not guaranteed for you to get a work permit. It was never guaranteed to begin with, right? So because it was never guaranteed to begin with, a lot of persons think that, oh, I file my case, I'm going to get a work permit. It from the beginning and from the get-go, it wasn't guaranteed. It's just that when they do the background checks and if they're going to give you the work permit, then they give it to you. Right now, the trend that I'm seeing with work permits being offered, it is, okay, anywhere from probably 6 months, people waiting 6 months to even get work permits while other persons are not. But that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm also seeing situations where persons are waiting to be scheduled out for biometrics. Online access codes have not been generated. Like, I'm not sure what's happening, but I'm seeing those. Della Creme that says that she's doing okay. Oh my God! Happy birthday, Della Creme! Everybody on the live over on TikTok, say happy birthday to Della Creme. Hi YouTube, if you guys have any questions over here, go ahead, ask your questions. We'll definitely be able to answer you. If it's legal advice that you're seeking, we won't be able to give you legal advice. However, we do have an attorney that we refer persons to that can help you. Courtney says, just a question for you. My green card and work permit is approved same time. Will I get both cards same time? So the thing is, I don't know if that's counterproductive for USCIS, but when you get your green card, you do not need a work permit anymore because the green card is proof that you are, a permanent resident here and you are able to work. Once you get your green card, you update your social so they can remove that statement that says, authorized to work under DHS. Yeah. So a lot of persons are confused about if they do get a green card, do I still need my work permit? No. Kerry said it was denied. Sorry about that, Kerry, but you guys can reach out to us. We can help you refile if that's the case. Try and straighten your case a little bit better for you. Yeah, happy birthday. How long VOA is taking, ma'am? So VOA, anywhere in between 3 to 5 years. Some people get through within the 3-year mark. Please make sure that your VOA case it is strong enough to withstand USCIS investigation. I don't tell people to go and do VOA because again, VOA is a very particular type of benefit. If you are being abused and you can prove it to USCIS under the circumstances, then sure, why not? Go ahead, don't stay in an abusive relationship. But if you cannot prove that situation to USCIS and you're just filing a frivolous claim, then it's not going to work out for you. Always, when you have filed your VOA case, make sure that you are knowing what your statement is. And I think that's a lot of that. I think that's where a lot of persons go wrong, not knowing what their statement is saying because they made other persons write it for them and they didn't practice it. Like them don't know what their statement is. Yeah. Again, my name is Annika. I'm doc preparer / immigration consultant based here in Missouri, and I work virtually. So if you're like, why should I use that girl? Why should I use that girl to help me file my case? Because I'm trained to, fill out the documents, trained to, answer certain questions. If it gets to the line of you need an attorney, I can refer you to one. I'm the one that will walk with you right through thick and thin like white pan rice, like chuck it to the end. Yeah. I mean, you ask your questions because you have concerns. I tell persons if you reach out to me and you don't get me, I'll be the one to return your call. I'll be the one to return the message. Hey, Miss Serena. Hey, Serena, say, girl, I try to get the access code, my dear. And the people them tell me I get say no access code no day. And then at one point they try to they literally try to cut me off. Emma was so rude. I have the transit to send to you so you can see it. I know you might not be worried. I'm not worried, but I'm just like, okay, so what's the holdup here? Somebody says, I know this is weird, but can you ban me? Why do I want to ban you? What does that mean? Are you in immigration court or deportation? That would be an attorney. Thank you so much, Miss Noreen. Guys, I don't brag and boast because I don't think I'm good at bragging and boasting, but I try my best to help my clients. Trudy says, can you reapply if your waiver was denied? What type of waiver was denied for you, Trudy? Depends on the waiver. You might need legal advice or legal consult. Filed I-130 10 months ago, only got the receipt notice. That's common. What benefits? Under what benefit? Is it a marriage-based case? Is it your mother filing for you, your father filing for you, sibling? Sibling is very long. It's going to take very long. Hey, Lily, how are you? I have interview next month. Are you preparing for your interview, Hot Sauce? I have interview next month. Are you preparing, Hot Sauce? We do have a mock interview prep list that's on our website. So for the persons who are on TikTok, you guys can go to our website. The link is in the bio, and download it. It's $10 for the checklist. If you want to do a mock interview with us, you can reach out to us and we can help you. We do mock interview sessions for an hour. Let's see here. We also do passport renewals. Keep in mind, for persons who are savvy enough and tech savvy enough and want to do their passport renewals on their own, sure. Sometimes you will have problems though. Sometimes you do have problems trying to do it, but it's one of those things. If your interview was if your waiver was denied, can you reapply? You have to tell me what waiver, Trudy. I'm going to send you the. Look here, Serena. I have to send it to you because you won't believe these people. I'm just like, you guys are so weird. Our interviews being waived. I've had a couple of cases that interviews was waived for in November. For me, November has been a really good month. I mean, I don't think waiving of interviews was still happening, but yes. Somebody says she had a stamp in her passport, a 2-year rule thing apply. Okay, so it's the J1. So you applied for a waiver for the J1, the 2-year conditional, the 2-year residency, right? And you're saying which one of the waivers did you do? Did you do the no objection and that got denied? Because if you did the no objection, then you'd have to think about hardship, and this is hardship to the US citizen. It depends on your situation. So you probably want to reach out to us and book a consult with us. Guys, go ahead, tap the live. What's wrong with y'all fingers tonight? And I don't want to like the live? Oh, I want. What's happening? Y'all don't want to like the live? I said my case in September, got interview date October. I have 2 cases that we sent in the last part of September, got a receipt notice in October, already scheduled for an interview. In their interviews in December. So prepare yourself, hot sauce. Prepare yourself. On YouTube, yeah, the lady that asked about bond, I'm not an attorney. Probably have to reach out to an attorney for that. Guys, I am under the weather because of this whole season. Let's take from Jay. Jay says, marriage, I am a citizen-based file for my spouse. But what's the question though, Jay? Hey, boo, how are you, doll? Hey, sexy brownin, how are you? When the day ones them roll up, me have to say, hi, hello, how are you? I don't have to introduce myself to them. I don't have to say, hey, my name is Annika. You know, I do immigration, because they already know. They already know. Yeah, the vowel wait time is long and treacherous. Do you help with getting visa? Yes, I do. I like when I'm doing visa for persons, I tell them, make sure that you're upfront with me. Don't give me no information that doesn't make any sense when it comes to trying to, file for your visa application at the US Embassy. Because sometimes people tell you lies that is just crazy. Like beyond crazy, they make up some dopey story and tell you, and I'm just like, don't you think these people are going to figure it out? Because on your green card application on the I-485, they ask you if you've ever lied or ever concealed any information when you were applying for your visa. You're welcome. Hey, billionaire. Good afternoon, boo-boo. All right, Hassa said, you freeze, love. Am I still freezing? The weather is very bad. You sound under the weather. Yeah, I am under the weather, billionaire. I am definitely under the weather, believe me. Oh my God. Thank you so much for the roses. My internet isn't working well. Didn't hear what you said. So Trudy, I'm saying you probably want to reach out to me because that's the J1 waiver. And I'm not sure which one you did. Did you do hardship? Did you do the what you call it? Sometimes my brain freeze. But you'll have to tell me which one you did. And then let me see. Because when it get denied, depending on which one get denied, it depends on what you can refile, and then it depends if you have hardship to that person. Like, it's a lot, so you can just reach out and I can assist you. Somebody says, how long it's taking to get my green card in the mail? So for my clients, based on the ones that I mailed out, so this week I mailed out a few green card, like not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but me mail out a few. We got them in the space of 2 weeks. Yeah. And the ones that USCIS has like approved for this month, they have already produced those green cards. So it's not taking them any long time to do anything, you know. I was saying it's been 10 months since filing and I only got a receipt. And I'm saying, Jay, that's a common assault, marriage base. And it depends on if the person is inside of the country or outside of the country. Because if it's outside of the country and it's a marriage base, like, spousal, then it's only a receipt notice that you will get until they approve the case. Yeah? Let me see if I can move this up a little bit further. Miss Poochie. Hi, Miss Poochie. How are you? Welcome to Impact Solutions / Immigration Help 101 platform. How are you, Miss Poochie? Let me see if I can answer your question tonight. When I called, they told me 17 months, don't watch the time online. Miss Poochie, don't watch the time online, and it's only an estimated time when you call USCIS. I'll let her message you. I'm speaking on behalf of my friend. All right, no problem, Trudy. We don't do inbox on TikTok because, again, there are scammers and you will be texting somebody and it's not me. I only have one page with 18,000 followers. I only have one page. I don't have two. The scammers out there with the other fake pages. So contact the number, reach on the website. They're outside. So you will only get the receipt notice. It's 10 months. I-130 take anywhere from a year to a year and a half to be approved, Jay. So you're on the right track. Oh, Miss Poochie, you were answering Jay. I answered her for you. Miss Poochie. All right. Did anybody do any interview this week? Because that's like one of the biggest things. No, Miss Poochie. We are tell me sorry for. You see this platform here, Miss Poochie? Let me tell you something about this platform. My platform is made to help persons who are going through the process all on their own. They don't have an attorney, or they had an attorney prior to, and nothing not going for them, or they had a doc preparer and the doc preparer left them high and dry. Like, my platform is to help those who are starting out, not knowing what to do, not knowing what documents, right? There was the sneeze that I was. Yes, so my platform is made to help persons to go through the process very confidently and file their paperwork on their own. If you know that you have anxiety and this is not for you, where you have to have a bunch of papers in front of you and you're like, yeah, this is not for me. No matter how much I can read and write, it's not for me. You reach out to probably somebody like me. There's a lot of us out here, so you don't necessarily have to use my service, right? But you pick and choose who you want, and a lot of persons, they go off price, and sometimes cheap is not always the good way, but sometimes you have some really good doc preparers out there and immigration consultants that would be able to help you in your petition. So that's just one of those things. Somebody tell me, say today, somebody give somebody $5,000 for file them case, and them just take the people their money and give them wrong information. Like, why not stop it? Like, why only don't stop it? That's just wrong on all levels. But again, because we in the immigrant community is so gullible, I'll put it that way. We're so gullible to the point where when somebody say, yeah, man, that friend can't help you, or this person can help you fill out paperwork, do your research. Anything that somebody's telling you, even if you go to an attorney, of course they went to school for this, but some attorney and some doc preparer, they really do give misinformation too. So if you have to question something, go search it up on USCIS. Like, USCIS has made the forms like easy to fill out, but again, not so easy, because if you don't understand the forms, you could be putting the wrong information, and you really don't want that. So if a client of mine and they're like questioning certain things, Mega said to them, say, all right, This is where you go to find the information. So one time, one of my clients named said, Annika, you use expired form. I said to her, yeah, no. And what I did was to send her the link to USCIS and say, this is the edition date that you're working with. Look at the bottom of the form. This and look at the edition date. So sometimes people are gonna question your work. People are gonna question, like, you know what I do? Yeah, they question, but it's for you to try your best to, let them be at ease with the process. Let's see. Paris says, I wouldn't say gullible. Some people are just scared. But no, Paris, some people are really gullible. I'm gonna tell you, because sometimes they see the danger and they see the red light flashing, and everything in their body and their beings are telling them, no, this wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. They're getting signs, and they continue and continue. And so till the people them take their money. Is the hurricane enough for expedite? I mean, if you have your evidences and you're able to prove the dire situation, then there's 5 things that you can expedite under. Expedite for me is it's a hit or a miss. And sometimes it don't matter how dire the situation is, USCIS will look at that case and be like, we think it warrants an expedite, but I don't think I'm going to give it. Because you don't have enough evidence. Nobody could bring the world go get them. It's just their job. What are you gonna do? It's just their job. What are you gonna do? It's just one of them things there. So I'm gonna run down the list of things that I do for persons. So we fill out your green card applications for you and we send it off, right? Any type of petition that's underneath the family base. So if you are remove conditions, which is the I-751, sure. Oh my God, my nose is burning. So removal of conditions, we do that. We file the I-130 petition for outside of the country. We do adjustment of status here in the United States. We do citizenship, right? We do K1 visas. And again, for the K1 visas, I'm going to tell you, I say it's like an Amazon package. Return to sender. Like if you come here upon a K1 and things don't work out for you, don't matter feel like you can marry somebody else, because that's not going to work. You're going to have to pack up and go back home. Lassie 94 says, if your case has been rejected due to payment, are they going to return the package? They usually do. I've done multiple of those cases for persons. Or you can submit the new payment form. So wait until USCIS sends back your package, because if it was rejected, make sure you make sure when they get it back, you fix it up, take out the staples and stuff, put the green piece of paper, the orange or the yellow piece of paper that they send to you back on top of it, because they will need that to know that you sent your package before, right? And then you don't send it back with checks. You have to send it back with the G1650 or, a credit card authorization, which is the G1450. All right. But look on the reason on the I-797C, why was it rejected? And a lot of persons don't know. They're sending off their packets and not realizing that USCIS is no longer collecting money orders or checks, and they're sending off their packets with it. It's right now, I think it's the easiest process right now, because for me, you're welcome, Lati. For me, I was concerned about it. No, Mr. Tech Road USCIS. I was like, you go USCIS. I'm like, process those payments quick and fast. Because it's like when you go to the NVC, like when your I-130 gets approved and they finally have sent it off to the NVC, and then the NVC send it off to the embassy, right? And it's time for you to make your payment with the 350 and the 120. It's just you making the payment, putting in your bank information is exactly that they're doing right now. You ready, babe?
Yeah.
You can bring her, that's fine. Hi. You're not going anywhere with them?
Okay.
You want something to drink?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so it's one of those things where you just have to be mindful. Yeah, you have to be mindful. So when you get back your pocket latte, if you feel like I do it the right way, you can reach out to us and book a session with we for we'll make you put back your pocket together properly. Yeah, because we do that. Like earlier this year, I had so much people that reached out to me because somebody, hey, 876 Island Boy, what's up? I had so many people that reached out to me in regards to, oh, so somebody filed my case, and the case get rejected. Mhm. My consultation, it is 50 for 30 minutes.
You can keep this from Zora because I don't want her to end up checking it and running out of and take it away.
Okay, I'll give it to her when you're gone.
No, don't do that. Please.
All right, I won't give to her.
I gave that to her to my mom so Zora doesn't run away and take it.
You could have put it in your room and where she wouldn't have got it, just like I told you. Now she's got to look at your mom holding it.
I know, right? Billionaire, don't laugh. Don't laugh because look, when I tell you, he doesn't want her to have it, but me gonna get it. And he's gonna be like, Mommy, why did you give it to her? Hi, Zora. Can you lift up your hand and say hi? They say your kids are the best, No, sir. It's a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old. And when I tell you, no ramp with them. It's like Zora feels like she's the bigger one and she's only 2. And she tends to like try to push her brother around, which he's 7. And that's ridiculous for me. That is ridiculous. But yeah, she tries to have her own way. Yes. All right. So it's me just saying to people, be very mindful. There's a lot that has changed from last year. I can't believe it's 1 year already since there has been a different administration, and every day something new change when it comes to immigration. Every single day something change. Like it's like you have to be keeping up. You have to be keeping up. Some of the changes are good. Some of the changes we might not like it, but it's one of those things where we just have to contend with. We just have to contend with it. We have to just follow the rules and regulations and know that you're doing your paperwork in the right way, accurately. There's thousands of case. You know how much case of pen right now? Over 12,000 case of pen. You want to watch this one in here?
Yeah.
Yes. Over 12,000 case pending. Over 12,000 case pending. And that's a lot. Believe me, it's a lot. So when persons think that my case is not moving, somebody else that they are sinking on boat, and for them case not move either. So you just have to know, say, it's do damned if you do, damned if you don't, really. That's what it is. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And right now we're seeing more and more cases just sitting down after the interview and no decision has been made. Are we seeing cases being processed out pretty quickly? Out of the amount of cases we filed this year and the amount of them we get through, I'm just like, so what happened to the 2024 and them cases there? What happened to them? We just have them sit down there and nothing going on, So it's kind of hard to watch a client that they might sit down for a year and USCIS don't feel the need to like look at Zora. Don't do that. Give it to me. USCIS don't feel the need to like go back on the case, and I wouldn't even say it's not the need to go back on the case. It's just that some of them they're overworked. Them overwork. I'm gonna know someone who I say, and you can go on by your business. What part of them overwork? But me I tell you the truth. I don't work at USCIS. But me can't see, because like when me as an individual was sending paperwork and me a send in all 800 and add pages or a packet with large. So I be a work that for the people them. So that's why sometimes pages get lost. Whosoever I scan them in, then probably they pan my life. You know? So just be prepared for anything. Continue making your evidences, because at the end of the day, evidence is what is always going to count when it comes to USCIS. A lot of persons are listening to family members and friends when the family members and friends are saying, oh, you don't need to send this in. Oh, you don't necessarily need to have a joint bank account. Sometimes the joint bank account is not going to be there. That's for real, right? That's just reality, because some people don't have ITIN, some people don't have social. Some of the banks like Federal Navy, they don't like put me, I'm the citizen, my spouse is the immigrant, and they're not going to put him on that account unless he has a social or even an ITIN. So no, the case is left up to you to say to USCIS, okay, so why don't we have a joint bank account together? What's the reasoning behind that? Did you try? And I like to tell persons, hey, make sure that when you are trying to get your spouse name on your joint bank account, you get evidence of them saying, well, no. Sometimes they're not going to give you that piece of evidence, but it's just one of those things where you can ask them, can you write a letter, stating the reason as to why I can't go on this bank account? Even when you have a joint bank account, you still need to use the joint bank account. I've seen where when I check some people cases, when they ask me, hey, Annika, can you do a case review for me? The bank account empty. And when I mean empty, I mean probably $5 in there, and that them did start the account with, and then nothing else, no other transaction. I'm just like, so what USCI is supposed to do with this though? Like, I'm the frank type of individual. May I ask you, what must USCIS do? Like, when am I review upon this? Say, open the bank account with $5, right, a year ago, and a year after is only $5 in the bank account because my husband has his bank account, I have my bank account over here, and we're just living a merry life, and we're not show nothing in the joint bank account. If that is the case, then get rid of that joint bank account and present your bank account and your husband bank account with usage for the house, because don't get a joint bank account just because say let's show giant comminglings and there's nothing in there that you're showing USCIS. It's empty. If you have kids and you want to do a life insurance, make sure that, as you say, me and I'm the spouse, I have my husband, I have 2 children, and my husband is filing for me. When you're doing a life insurance, you want to make sure that you add your children as beneficiaries to the life insurance also, because it begs now to say you send in a life insurance and the kids are not on there. Why the kids aren't on there? Is there an explanation for that? Do I need a joint bank account if my husband lives in a foreign country and I live in the US? No. Some people have it though. Some people have it as strong proof. Not everybody has it. And I'm not saying everybody's going to have a joint bank account. I'm not saying that. Everybody's not going to have a joint bank account, and it is what it is, right? But can you show different proof to USCIS that you're trying to do, like, combine your financial life? Because that's what it is. Give it to me, Zora. Zora.
Yeah.
My name better look paying, girl. Do you need to add step kids? No, so I'm saying I am the immigrant. I have children, right? And these children are living with me. So are you going to add them? He's filing for my kids also. Are you going to add these children? If the children are not living with you guys, are a part of the household, or they're with another parent, they might have insurance or life insurance elsewhere. I'm talking about people who are in the household, children who are in the household. Somebody says, Kingman, if it's okay to go to Jamaica for a month on a 2-year, I guess it's a 2-year conditional green card. Keep in mind, 6 months out of the year when traveling. Give it to me. Give me the covering too. Because you too look a bit and go on too much. But just make sure if you're traveling, you make sure that you travel at your own risk, because nobody on this internet can tell if you travel yes or no. Just be careful out there. Thank you. A lot of people want to travel for the holiday. Just be careful. Zora, put my things down. Do you still need a life insurance if your husband is in the military and you are on as a beneficiary? No, because you're now a part of that insurance that they have with the military. If you want to get a separate one, then that's on you. If you want to pay that, that's on you. Yeah? She not understand your fatwa. Awake, LOL. Whatever. Of course, Zora, put it down. Of course, Zora understand my patwa. Hey, Charmaine. Zora understand my patwa. So it's just one of those things that if it's a military spouse, make sure that you're under the insurance. Make sure that you're on the medical. There's their enrollment. The first time, Zora, put it down. Hey, what is spammy Jesus? So the dear enrollment, make sure that like anything that you're signing up, read them. Zora, why not hear me call Zora name a lot? Do not touch it. So it's making sure that some of the papers that you guys are signing up for, like you're supposed to sign up, them and ask, all right, who is going to leave, or who she's going to leave her body to. Like at the first time when someone went into the interview, I heard them ask that question, like, why didn't your husband leave his body to you? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? So sometimes when I sign papers, I don't even know when I sign when it comes to the military. Or who not gonna leave this amount of money to? Yeah. Can you marry a person whose papers are in process and still process being in the country? I don't understand that question there, Chef. I don't understand that question. Zora, put it down. Put my watch down. Oh my God, this girl is so... I don't understand that question. How is this papers still being processed and you want to marry that person? Who are processing papers then? Can you marry a person whose papers are in process and still being in the country? Is it that he is getting his naturalization? Like is he getting his naturalization? Like him a naturalized and he's still a green card holder? Like me aside, Chef. Come talk to me. Please talk to me, Chef, because I'm not understanding that question. Yes, so he's naturalizing. Yeah, I've had persons who have married green card holders. They wait until the citizenship come through before they go ahead and they file any paperwork for them. But keep in mind that the case is going to be under higher scrutiny. As soon as him gets citizenship and you file, it's going to be under higher scrutiny. I had a couple like that where the situation was her husband, as soon as he got citizenship, is as soon as we put in the paperwork. And I told her that was going to happen. She never get a work permit. Like everything went through, like biometrics, everything. And she waited over 8 months before USCIS granted a green card. So you have to be very careful, right, as to what you're doing, making sure that everything is lined up and all your ducks is in a row, right? But if that's what you're saying to me, then yeah, you can also reach out to us for a consult if you want to, or consultation. Zora, put it down. Our consultation is $50 for 30 minutes. Yeah, because, so the thing is, when persons come on my live and they ask a question, sometimes the question doesn't make sense how they ask it, but I'm not going to be rude to them. I'm going to try to figure out what they're trying to say to me. If they want to come up in the box and explain, then sure. If they want to reach out to me for, Zora, what kind of lotion you lotion yourself, miss? Put down the lotion. Yes. Now. Dear. Zora. I'm not going to be rude to them. I'm not going to ask any rhetorical question. I just want to figure out from them what is it that you're saying, because sometimes people really do have concerns, and it's how they're wording the question. Is how they're wording the question, and they're mixing up stuff because they watch so much TikTok and they watch people like me too, and they're just like, oh my god, like it's so much information that is being circulating, and going around on social media. You just don't know what to believe, so you just have to go pick somebody who is able to help you. Zora, can you leave those? Hey, come here. I don't know. No, leave my flowers. Yes, Zora go with herself. Her father leave me here because my son gone to class. They are so nice for you. What's nice for me? Interview was done on May 2025. Online account says interview was scheduled since March. That's a common occurrence too. Oh, you're saying that's so nice of me. Yeah, it's not a matter of nice. It's a matter of persons do have questions, right? And sometimes them really don't want to go pay for one consultation. So they find lives like these. And when they find lives like these, they try to ask their questions. But sometimes it's not really in their benefit to be on like lives like these, because then their questions are broken up and then it can be miscommunicated, because it's a miscommunication. It's a hell of a thing, it's a hell of a thing. So sometimes when somebody say reach out, book a consult, it's best for you to reach out and book a consult, because then you can sit down and we can break it down for you that you understand. Extreme Beauty said, so you're saying you're not nice? I'm not saying that I'm not nice. I'm just saying when it comes to things like this, it's not a matter of being nice. It's a matter of being transparent and trying to help persons, right? Because I tell people, nobody on this internet can take my kindness for weakness, because sometimes you have persons who come on and, they reach out to you and they try to use you basically, instead of them, trying to pay for a service, they try to use you. And like, I'm not all about that. If I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna help you. If you're trying to use me, I'm gonna pick up on that. That's just me. Special case says the spousal visa timeline varies. I hear it takes between 2 to 3 years. Thanks. So it's not a matter of it being varies case special K. It has an estimated timeline, and the estimated timeline is anywhere from 1 to 2 years. And then it depends on the country that you're actually into, the visa, the embassy being backed up and stuff like that. So you have to take those things into consideration. So for spousal visas, for me, the ones that I have done, they take anywhere from the 1 to 2 year, because once it hits NVC outside of the country, once it hit NVC, Zora, once it hit NVC, Zora, come here. Once it hit NVC, it takes probably like 4 to 5 months, depending on how long they take to schedule out the interview. But that's my trend. Zora, if you take out those kinetics, and it's going to be problems. Sweet says you're very transparent. I am. I try to be very transparent with people. I tried to reach out to you, but it wasn't but it was, yeah, that's what Sweets me tell you. Don't try. I tell people this, say when they not reach out to me, don't reach out to me in my inbox, because you will get scammed, because you have a scammer and then will tell you, hey, what's your legal advice? Like, what's your legal questions? I don't talk like that. Once you hear the person come on and say, what's your legal question? That's not me. Because remember, I always tell persons I'm not an attorney and I don't give legal advice. I'm trained, however, by attorneys to do what I'm doing. So yeah, Zora, can you bring those to me, please, and thank you, or put them down? Why am I know my husband gonna left me with this up in here, Trini Chin says, What about if the spouse lives in the States with you? So the process is anywhere from 1 to 2 years, but sometimes people cases get stuck because of certain things that they do. Zora! Come here now. 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 Ah! Guys, my soon come out for this, you know. Tell me if I want a spiritual reading. Where's a spiritual reading, my love? Instant block. Right, true. Instant block. I cannot. Do you do applications for H4? No, I don't do any work visas. The only work permit I do is for adjustment of status. VOA 1 to 2 years for green card. No, VOA petition takes anywhere, full petition takes anywhere from 3 to 5 years. Zora, you see you take out them kinetics on them, I come off of that internet in like 10 minutes. Watch me. No, anything that has to do with like H2B, H1B, me not do any of them there. Me not do any of them. Me not do none of them there. Because you have persons that portray themselves to do those types of visa and just thief people money. Yeah? I called USCIS last night and they say we just have to wait. What's your advice? What's my guidance? You just have to wait for true because you cannot rush them. You cannot rush them. Zora, well, I know I have kinetics and for go pick up, you know. Oh God, I don't like my life right now. But it's just, you're welcome, sweets. It's just one of those things where when my clients have to sit down and wait, and we did all that we can do for USCIS to look back on the case, it's like an uphill battle sometimes. And I said to them, look, let go and let God, because at the end of the day, you could have called till you're blue in the face, and sometimes those calls are, some of them, they're very triggering because you call now and you know certain information. They make notes on every single call. Sweet says, I just love to watch your lives. Thank you. You're so full of positive energy. I appreciate it. You give me hope, awesomeness. When you get your process and you get your green card, me know you come back, come tell me, sweets. I thought some people were saying that it took 6 months for a green card. So Trini, I'm gonna tell you this. Have I had persons like the whole of last year, the year before that? I've had cases approved in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, right? Believe me, you have cases like that. It's not like you don't. You have cases like that. But then you have cases that get approved in a year and 2 months. Like, you have people who sit down and wait. You have people who reach out to me whose case has been pending since 2022. And when somebody referred them to me and say, hey, Annika, can you look at this case? And me look on the case and I say, but you know, I'm not on your case, my love. Come and me help you. And when me touch it, I will say, all right, what we'll do road. By the time you quit. Interview schedule. Yeah, man. People get them green card. I've had so many people who reach out to me that has been waiting since 2022, 2021. And when we touch that case there, I will do what we're supposed to do. Wait a month or two, interview schedule out. They're so happy because they're like, oh my God. This year, the shortest time that I've had a green card approved in was 2 months. And that was a marriage-based petition. And for this case, this person went by themselves. It was a military person. And she went by herself. And 2 days before our interview, her husband got deployed. And she going to the interview and get her green card. That was the shortest one for this year. When it comes to a parent interview, our parent green card, the shortest one I've had this year was 3 months. So it's not like things are not happening. Things are happening for some people and just not happening for others. And it's the system, you know. how long do I have to wait after doing the DS-260 for my minor in Jamaica? So you're asking how long you have to wait for USCIS to documentarily approve you. Sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's 3 weeks. It just depends on them. It's not a set time. Trini said, oh, thank you for the info. No problem, Trini. You're welcome. Extreme Beauty said, can you upload evidences without being asked? Yes. You cannot, however, send evidences in the mail to USCIS without being asked for them, without having a request for evidence. But if you want to upload evidences onto your platform, you can. You do it underneath the I-130, underneath your petitioner's account. All right. Kayla said, hey, meal service, what's up, boo? What's up? What's up? How are you? All right, so this is going to be replayed on YouTube. So for those who missed probably the entire live, it will be posted on YouTube. Again, be mindful of what you do, what you say, how you're putting your case across the USCIS, right? If you know that you lied on your visa application, if you know you had a common law marriage and you never state nothing or you never get nothing for the USCIS, and in the interview, USCIS asking you that question multiple times, there is a reason why they're asking you that question. If USCIS asks you a question in the interview multiple times, they know the answer to the question. They, repeat with me, they know the answer to the question. If USCIS says, have you been married before? And you say to them, no. And they say, you're sure you have not been married before? And you say, no. And they ask you a different way. And you sure you have not been married anywhere in this world to anybody before? And you say, no. Them say, okay. And they make their notes. So just be mindful. Just reach home. No problem. Just be mindful. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And I will be here live. I don't know. You can't even follow me, But it might be that I'm coming live 6 or 5:30. I don't know, yeah, man. But sometime them time here. We'll have 4 minutes left. But sometime them time here, right? Because I feel like when persons in the day, they really can't ask the question that they want to ask, or they can't reach out to us the way they want to reach out to us. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going back to my late night lives. And I think that would work out for persons who want to reach out. Good night. How are you doing? I'm fine, Miss McCarlin. Zora. You know say, girl, no, that's a no. Guys, my gamble my business, Not yet meal service. We looked at it and I sent her a screenshot and she's just like, true. Not yet. They haven't made a favorable recommendation as yet. We're just waiting on them. But besties, what's the wait time after the DS-260? Again, they don't have general wait time. Sometimes it can be anywhere from between 3 weeks to a month. That's what I see. Okay. All right. But besties, if you want to reach out to us, go ahead and do so. Take the number off the screen. Don't be scammed. There are scammers out here that are acting like me. I only have one page and one page only. Golden Path Solution and Immigration Help 101 on YouTube. We are on Instagram and we're on Facebook. I'm a doc preparer / immigration consultant. We file taxes. We do passport renewals. We do anything that has to do with the family-based petition. We don't do asylum. We only do the work permit for asylum. We do background checks for persons, right? We do ITINs for persons. We do Jamaica documents like birth certificate, divorce decree. We do driver's license. So reach out, find out what is it that we do, how we can assist. Our consultation is $50 for 30 minutes. Right? Go to our website by clicking the link in our bio. Don't be scammed. If anybody reach out to me on the inbox, it is not me. I don't do things like that. My number is 417-213-1452. We have 2 persons that answers that phone, myself and my husband, who is Justin. So if Justin answer the phone, leave a message. He will tell you how to book a consultation with us. But yeah. don't do business in the inbox. So bestie, until next time, it was a great pleasure having you guys with me here. And today is what, Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know what day of the week it is, basically. I work so much, so I don't know what day of the week it is. But I hope you guys have a blessed night, right? Good night to all of you. I'll see you here tomorrow. And, blessings on your immigration journey. Toodaloos. I'm going to clean up kinetic sand. It's Thursday. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, all right. So YouTube, I hope you guys have a blessed night. I am going to end the live.